You know what day it is, right? It's Friday. And that means it is free flow Friday time. So time to kick it off. Talk about something crazy. Nothing crazy. I just want to talk about this. So the year is 1989. It is July 31st, 1989. And let's just break it down from there. So the number one song on the radio at this time is Martika's Toy Soldier. The number one movie in the theaters, July 31st, 1989, is a little movie called Turner and Hooch. It's Tom Hanks. It's got a dog. Stupid. A month earlier, Batman came out, so I like whatever, like Michael Keaton's Batman, Tim Burton, all that stuff. Like, who are you? I'm Batman. That movie, yeah. So it's a thing. But whatever. The top shows, the top television shows at the time. So we had The Simpsons, we had Seinfeld, we had Saved by the Bell, which I love me some Saved by the Bell.
Kelly Kapowski, what's up, Kelly? How you doing? Tiffany Amber Thiessen, I love her. Elizabeth Berkley, so yes, all day long. Zach Morris, Mark Paul Gosselaar, you are a dreamboat to this day.
So why am I talking about 1989, July 31st, 1989? Talking about this little bad boy here, the original Game Boy. I wanted to basically discuss what it was I did to get this Game Boy in my hands in 1989. A lot of things, a lot of favors, a lot of.
Not those favors. Stop it. This is family friendly time, okay? We're talking about the Game Boy here, the sleek. The sexy. Let me stop. Sorry.
1989, the Game Boy, amazingness. So here's what happens, right? It's 1989. I am a sophomore. Like no, that's not true. 89. I am a freshman going into my sophomore year. So I'm about 15, 16 years old.
Math is a thing. Carry the one. I'm 15. 15 years old. Right? Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to this conversation.
Math is hard.
Anyway, so the thing is, I'm working for my grandfather. This is going to be the final year that I actually work for my grandfather. And I don't know this at the time, but it's probably going to be my final year. So what happens when I work for my grandfather? Well, first off, the first year I worked for my grandfather, they paid me $2 an hour.
How you feeling, Mom? Hi, Dad. You guys ripped me off. You had me doing slave labor for $2 an hour. $2 an hour. And then the kicker is $2 an hour, they take the $1 an hour, they drop it in the bank, and the other $1 an hour goes in my pocket. Highway robbery. They ripped me off, man. They just and broke it off. All day long.
The next year, right? We go into year 2, and my other grandfather, he starts giving my dad a bunch of crap and guilts my dad into raising my pay from $2 an hour to $4 an hour. And then they retroactively pay me for the last year, which, thank you. And then they take half of that money and they make it go in the bank. So I'm still at this point putting half my money in the bank. But let me tell you something. So I worked 13, 14, and 15 with my grandfather. He owned an excavating business, and we would go on job sites and do demolition work and do like excavating work and all this stuff. We also had a recycling facility. And what basically was happening was my parents were teaching me about working and about business and about economics and about money and all that stuff at a very early age. Well, what happens when you give a 13-year-old boy $1 an hour, right? And I'm working 40 hours a week. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm working about 30 hours a week, because we're working about 10-hour days. So I'm working about 30 hours a week, give or take. And I am essentially taking all that money, right? So I'm getting $30 and I'm making $30 a week. Cash. Clean cash, whatever. And I'm taking that $30 and I'm buying video games every single week. Now, not every week, because some weeks didn't have enough. But for most weeks, that's what I was doing. Now, when I turned 14 and I'm making $4 an hour, cut in half, $2 an hour in my pocket, and I'm actually working 5 days a week. So now it's 50, and I'm basically pocketing $100 a week. I'm legit buying 1 to 2 games every single week.
Most popular kid on the block. But the problem is, got all these games, got no time to play them, because I'm working all summer long.
But my friends love me.
I only had one friend. I had a couple cousins. They were forced. Cousins and my brother. My brother was forced to hang out with me and play with me because we were brothers. We lived under the same house. And we were told that if we didn't talk and associate with each other, that we would get beat up. So we kind of had to do that together. We didn't like each other very much growing up. So that's whatever.
But my one friend, Dave Maxwell, talked about him last week. My boy, Dave.
Don't get jealous, Toby. Toby, no need to get jealous. Just calm your British knickers down. Relax. Woosah.
Woosah. Woosah. Woosah.
Woosah.
I turn around and I am working the next year at 15 years old. And I don't know what I'm making at this point. Maybe $5-6 an hour. I don't know. But my dad, basically, it's a slower year for us. So what he's telling me is I'm working with one of my cousins as well, who at the time is 17 or 18. And my dad is telling us, hey, go around the pit, the gigantic gravel pit. Like, it's huge. So basically, there was an area where we were taking junk and steel and concrete that had rebar in it. And my dad had this cutter, and he told me and my cousin, like, listen, you guys go around, cut up all the steel that's hanging and all that stuff. Anything that's sticking up out of the ground, you go, you cut it. We got to clean this up. Can't have this steel sticking up because we'll get flat tires. Go through, clean up any steel you get. Load it in the back of the pickup truck. When you get a full load, take it to the junkyard. Whatever you get from the junkyard, you keep. You guys can have it. So I'm like, bet. I'm cool. So now I'm reading this thing every single month, every week. It's a propaganda machine. It's called Nintendo Power, just in case you couldn't read what the magazine said. But anyway, so in Nintendo Power, they come out and they talk about this brand new state-of-the-art thing called the Game Boy. Now, let me just flashback all you guys. When we were kids, right? Back in my day, we basically had these handhelds, but they were garbage.
Hot trash in the summer.
The graphics were horrible. You would buy one game and that was it. And there was like these black... Oh, it was horrible. Horrible. They were by Tiger and they were just trash. Horrible. Well, Nintendo comes up with this novel idea that we're going to actually give you a console, right? Handheld console and game cartridges that you slide in the back, hit the power button, boom, we're off and running. And you could play handheld gaming. The setup was a lot like the NES controller, so it's in your hands at all times. You could play Nintendo games. Pretty ingenious thing. It's going to retail for $89.99. It's already hit Japan, and I'm reading these articles, and I'm seeing all these games, and I'm losing my proverbial, like, legitimately, my pants, because I want this thing. And I don't know how I'm going to get it, but wait a minute, I got a job, but I can't save money. I'm burning through money like it's going out of style. Like, I got stacks of paper and I'm just wasting it away. I get the idea, man, the Nintendo Game Boy's coming out, and I got about $60 in my pocket. How am I going to get the rest of the money? Because not only do I want the Game Boy, I want Super Mario Land that's coming out. Because this Tetris thing, I don't know what this is, but I don't want this game. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't do anything for me. Little do I know, I'm going to love the hell out of this game. But at the time, I'm looking, I'm going, Tetris? Don't know what that is. Don't care. Wait a minute. Mario, I know what that is. I want that. We start doing this junk thing, right? And I'm getting the idea of, I'm going to have a little bit of money left in my pocket now because we're doing this thing. So I get up to about $70. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm close. I only need 20 more bucks just to get the console. But I'm dumb. I don't realize taxes. So whatever. So it's a Saturday. And me and my cousin are working. And we're going to go get some more junk and steel. and we're gonna basically take the junk and steel up to the junkyard, and then my grandparents, my other grandfather and grandmother, they owned a bar, right? They owned a bar and a restaurant. So I said to my cousin, let's go to the junkyard, right? Then we'll go to my grandfather's for lunch. Grab us a pizza, and we're good. Bet.
You guys wanna know why I love pizza? Because my grandparents own a bar and they had pizza, and I ate pizza all the time because of that. And that made me fall in love with pizza. It made me love pizza. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you.
I turn around, we go to my grandfather's, we get pizza. We don't pay for the pizza because they never would charge me. We eat the pizza, and then we're getting ready to leave. Now, my grandfather comes over, and he's talking to us at the table, and he's like, so what are you boys doing up this way? And we tell him, like, what we're doing. He goes, you know what? I got a couple things in the garage, right? If you don't mind, get those things and take them to the junkyard. I'll give you the money to drop it off. No big deal. So we're like, okay, cool. You know, he's like, how much do you think it's going to cost? I don't know, $40, I guess. I don't know. He's like, okay, here's $40. Done. Load up these refrigerators, 2 of them, load them up, take them to the junkyard. Okay, so me and my cousin, we go down to the junkyard, right? Got these 2 refrigerators in the back. Pull up to the junkyard. We go up. Guy goes, okay, go back and dump. Go back and dump. Come back out. The guy gives us money. We're trying to get rid of refrigerators. No, we pay you for the motors. So we're going to give you money for the motors. If I'm not mistaken, numbers are fading me a little bit, but I remember my grandfather gave us $40 to go dump it, and then I believe they gave us $35 per refrigerator. So now we're sitting on top of $70, 80, 90, 100, 110. We split that, $50 his way, $50 my way, $70 in my pocket already. So now I'm sitting at $120, and I look at my cousin, and I'm like,
bro, I'm a Toys R Us kid, and there's a Toys R Us on the way home, and you're gonna take me to Toys R Mother Us.
And he's like, okay, no problem. So on the way home, we go to Toys R Us. I walk up to the big wall, and I go, I want a Game Boy, and I want Super Mario Land. Okay, kid, no problem. Give it to me. Whatever. They give me the tags. Go to the register. Go up to the register. Give them the tags. They scan them. They charge me. Go back up to the big wall with the window. They give me the Game Boy. They give me the game. And I am, excited. So now we go home. And I walk in the house, and my mom and my dad are in the kitchen. And I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. I got me my Game Boy. Got me my Game Boy. Got me my Game Boy. Game Boy.
Like, Dad, check this out. And he's like, where did you get that piece of garbage?
Whoa, Pops. This is not garbage. Nintendo Power said this is state of the art. This is amazing.
It's garbage. Why did you buy this? Where'd you get the money for this?
I saved for it.
What do you mean you saved for it? How much you pay him this week? Says my mom. My mom thinks back, I don't know, gives the numbers. You just bought a bunch of stuff Friday night. Last night, we're at the mall. You bought a bunch of games. You're not saving your money. You're just wasting your money on stuff. Buying games every week. You're not learning anything. Where'd you get the money from?
Whoa, bro. Calm down, Pops. It's all good. I got me a Game Boy. This is the greatest moment of my life. Don't rain on my parade, bro. Take it easy.
No. Where'd you get the money? So I explained the whole story. And man, as I'm telling my dad, I can see like the bull he's pissed. He's pissed. He feels like, number one, I ripped my grandfather off because I took $40 from him to go do it. Number two, I didn't split the money and put half in the bank. I took the whole thing and pocketed it.
Okay, that's my bad. But come on. I'm 15 years old, Dad. Did you really trust a 15-year-old to just be honest? No. Ain't happening. Sorry. Sorry. Whatevs. Get mad, Dad. Get mad. Come on. Fight me, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say. I got a little ahead of myself. I forgot. I know you're like pushing 70, but I know that you would still kick the hell out of me. So I apologize. Let me back that up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
My dad says, leave the thing there. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might make you take it back.
Whoa! Whoa, bro. What do you mean take it back? What are we talking?
I'm thinking this. I'm not saying this because, man, he'd have knocked me across the floor. Legit.
What are you talking? Are you a madman? You don't take this back.
So he calls my grandfather and starts giving him a hard time. Why'd you pay him? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Robert, listen to me. I think my grandfather was like in his 50s at the time. The hell am I going to do? I'm 50 years old. Man, I ain't got the manpower to do this by myself. Had 2 boys here. I paid them. They worked for me. They did something. I'm allowed. That's my grandson. I'm allowed to spoil him if I want. You don't tell me what I can. My grandfather treated my dad like my dad treated me. And my grandfather, he's laying the smackdown on him. And he's like, no. That's my grandson. If I want to pay my grandson to do some work for me, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. That's my grandson. I do what I want to do. Go get him, Grandpa. Get him. Hit him. Hit him with that right. Yeah. Hook it up. But I ain't saying that. Just thinking it. So my dad calls me out in the kitchen because my grandfather basically tells him, give him his damn stuff and leave him alone. So my dad calls me out in the living room or in the kitchen. I go out there, get your stupid thing, get out of here. I don't want to see it later on. If I see it later on, I'm going to throw it away.
You ain't gonna see nothing later on, bro. Don't you worry.
I ran in the bedroom, grabbed my boy, threw the batteries in, threw in Super Mario Land, and I was away. Loving me some Game Boy. So, that is all. Thank you guys for checking out today's Free Flow Friday. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Please. You can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace out, Preston.